Hello, my name is Sarah Maxwell, and your transformation has arrived to your doorstep. So initially, you're so excited, you're waiting, it's like Christmas, and here it's arrived. And then the overwhelm may have set in. I don't know if it did for you, but it surely did for me. So the most important thing I want you to do is print out your welcome pack. So your welcome to Isagenix pack. Now, this isn't just something that is an add-on. It's actually really important because your schedule for the 30 days is on page 3. So get out your schedule before I begin explaining the products, and we will reduce the overwhelm one thing at a time. So here we go. With your schedule in hand, we're actually going to go through each product. And we're going to go through it with a typical shake day. So you'll read on the top of your schedule, and I want you to get out a typical shake day because the first 2 days of your 30 days will be exactly that. So morning. The moment you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is you get out your Isagenix. This is actually what you want to ensure is in your fridge. So this is the only thing that needs refrigeration. The bars are optional. But your Isagenix, you will be taking 30 mils of Isagenix upon waking. So, I have my trusty spoon, 15 mils, but this is a tablespoon. So 2 times this equals 30 mils. This is not rocket science, is it? So, first things first, your Isagenix, 30 mils. Big glass of water, wait 10 minutes, and then you take your natural accelerator, purple lid. So, the natural accelerator is very important in your day, so ensure that you've had your big glass of water and then your natural accelerator to start your day. It doesn't matter how early you wake up in the morning. That is your first upon waking routine. So some people may exercise lightly and not actually consume their shake until maybe 8 a.m. and that's fine. So when you're ready to have your first shake of the day, this is your breakfast shake, you're going to mix 2 scoops of your Isagenix shake. So you've all received a combination of chocolate and vanilla in the President's Pack. So you're going to, now my favorite is to mix a scoop of vanilla and a scoop of chocolate. Some of the secrets to success with the shake are some ice, 1 scoop of vanilla, 1 scoop of chocolate, or if you prefer one of those flavors, you can do 2 scoops of chocolate, whatever suits your fancy. So we've got ice, we've got the actual Isagenix powder, and then about 250 ml of water. Now, you're going to adjust it. 250 ml is a cup of water. You're going to adjust it according to the consistency that you like, but that's just a good starting point because the shakes actually do taste good. For those of you who are finding the shakes a little bit more challenging, often it's just an indicator of acidity levels. So if you were a coffee drinker, you may find the change as your body is beginning to balance out. You may find your taste buds aren't adjusting that well. So persist, because if you have the resilience, within maximum 2 weeks, you will find the shakes tasting really good. So as we move on, we've had our morning shake breakfast. Your mid-morning snack, you can choose from a couple options. So you've got bars, you've got fiber snacks, so you can have a full fiber snack as a snack option, or your other choice, or your chocolate decadence bars, and you can have half of them. So half a decadence bar, or half a chocolate cream crisp bar. So those are some of the snack options. Now, I recommend, if you're at home and you have them, half an apple, 6 to 10 almonds. Some people think the minute we say you can have nuts at snack time, that's fair game to eat a whole tub of nuts. No, this is 6 to 10 almonds. It will fill you up, but it won't be your full day of calories. So 6 to 10 almonds or a hard-boiled egg. Raw veggies are good as well, so those are more of the healthy snack options. Then we're moving on to lunch. So lunch it depends. You can have your fork and knife meal at this time, which is 400 to 600 calories worth. And we'll be sending you'll have received your snack and meal guides to help you with that. And there's also a really great app called MyFitnessPal, and it's a free app where you can calculate calories if you find that a bit challenging. But let's just say that you decide you're going to have your second shake for lunch. So again, we know the mantra, 1 scoop of each, and then we have our ice and our 250 ml of water. Now, I think it's a good time to mention, as we're going through the schedule, this bullet blender you will have received. Now, not everybody has been exposed to their blender before, a bullet blender before, but once you go bullet, you never go back. So basically, you get the cup that you're actually going to drink your shake from comes directly in the pack. Now, there's 2 sets of blades. It does confuse some people. The way I like to manage that confusion is that the 4-blade, just put that down, the 4-blade and the 2-blade, I just use the 4-blade. I've actually never used the 2-blade. I know it's good for something, I'm just not sure what. So you actually take your 4-blade, you attach it so you've got ice, shake powder, water, you attach the blades to the top, got my trusty blender here, and you actually stick this on top and you push down to press and spin. And there it goes. It's really easy to do. No more than 30 seconds of blending. Don't go and have a shower while the thing's blending because there's active enzymes in this isolene powder. So it's really important that you, 30 seconds, stop, take the, you just take this off the top, put it back in, and away you go. Now this is just for added comfort. It's just a nice little lip. It helps because some people ask, what's the green thing for? Well, that just allows it to be consumed in a more desirable fashion. Now, you actually have in your pack extra rings. I think they're called O-rings. And they are on the blade. So basically it's really important that at least every second day, every time you use it is best, you take out the O-ring and you clean around because there's actually a minimal amount, but there's milk solids in here. So you want to ensure that there's no live cultures growing in here. So feel free to clean it out regularly. But it's pretty easy. Some people get themselves in a mess and their little O-ring falls off and it can get cut or broken. So you've got some extras in a little package. So that pretty much explains the great shakes that you'll be consuming. And you have more than one of these cups involved. And if you would like to travel with this, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to take off the lip. And you can travel with your shake. So once it's done, please take your shake in the next 15 minutes. Again, the live enzymes in there, you want to ensure that you're taking them as it was meant to be taken. Because this cleanse is life transforming and it was designed with a lot of science in mind. So if you abide by that, you will surely receive the results of cleansing your body and cleaning it out. So one last trick for those of you who travel or might have a job that involves having a shake on the run or taking a flight is you can just put your 2 scoops of isolene powder in here, put the top on, dump it in your purse or your carry-on luggage and bring it on the flight and then just fill it up with cold water to about halfway and then you can actually just shake it with your hand. So a bit of a workout, but that was the complete description of how to do a great shake for those of you who want to know. Now some people, not just some people, most people have this desire to put fruit in their shake because most shakes don't fill you up. So we're so used to putting more things into it. Now, we invite you in the 30 days, do not do this. Firstly, you don't have to. It's just a habit. And I want to let the shakes perform because they're meant to. There's actually natural chromium in here. And these are organic, natural appetite suppressants. So allow them to do their work. We are working off a 1,200 calorie count for the day. So there's no deprivation here. You'll always have enough. So don't find yourself sneaking little things in because it's just not worth it and it's not really what you were up for when you started this 30-day cleanse. All right, so back we go. We've covered lunch. So you're either having a meal at 400 to 600 calories or you're having your shake. Mid-afternoon snack is the same as the other one. So you either have half the apple, a hard-boiled egg, your almonds, 6 to 10 almonds, or you have half a bar. Another trick with the bars, cut them in half ahead of time. Put them in a little baggie if you're going somewhere. Don't try to have the wherewithal to stop at halfway because I tell you, they taste really good. And most times you'll find yourself skimping, no, actually going overboard and having 3/4 of a bar. So we've covered mid-afternoon snack, then we're on to dinner time. The better option is to have your second shake for dinner. So imagine that you're having your second shake, 2 scoops, ice, 250 ml of water, and away you go. If you're with your family and you choose to have your dinner with them, absolutely no problem, or there's a function on. Just make sure that you're conscious of having your 400 to 600 calories at that meal. So I forgot to mention that at your mid-afternoon snack time, you're going to have your second natural accelerator. So this is the second one of the day. The only thing I want to mention about your natural accelerator is to not have one after 5 p.m. Again, it's actually naturally helping your metabolism to start functioning in a way that it never has before, using cinnamon and apple. And what can happen is, if you take it after 5 p.m., it'll keep you up at night. That's the only reason why. So we've had our dinner, and now we're moving on to the evening. Right before bed, 2 Isoflush, 2 of them. This will really help you with sleep and allow you to flush toxins. This is a great addition to the system. So your 2 Isoflush right before bed. I recommend that you even put your bottle next to your bedside table, because some people have their 2 Isoflush, go watch TV, and then come back and wonder why they're actually awake. So this works really well to help you sleep, but you have to take it right before you go to bed. So 2 of those. So one of the most important elements that we want to talk about are these tablets that assist the system, assist your organs as they are cleansing. And that is, if you're a female and you've received the box, you've got your essentials for women. Obviously, if you're a male, it's essentials for men. If you've received in error, we can call customer service. Just contact the person who has ordered your product, and they will ensure and help you along your way to get that fixed up, because that does sometimes happen, not very often, but it can. So obviously, depending on if you're male or female. And the other one is your ageless actives. These are all great supports for your organs, because most people get serious what a cleanse really is doing. And there are some major organs in the body, from your respiratory system to your liver, to your lungs, to your kidneys. While these things are detoxing, we need to support it. This is what the Isagenix system does so well, is it's complete. I was a professional athlete, and I've done a lot of things in my time, and I have a great understanding for great nutrition, but the complexity is probably not the right word, it's just complete. It actually understands the body and how it cleans itself out, and it honors that through support. So this is organ support. Now, how do you take those? You take, so let's just use this one for the moment, 2 of these at breakfast. So whether that's a breakfast shake, 2 of these at breakfast, and 2 of these at dinner, for a total of 4 a day. Then, same with the ageless actives. So we really want to take it on a full stomach. So at breakfast time and at dinner time, 2 ageless actives, and then again 2 at dinner time. So there's 4 of those as well. Then, this is an interesting one. This product, it depends whether you've received your product B or not. Now, the reason being is product B is amazing to the point where it has been upgraded with the Food and Drug Administration. In Australia, they've actually recognized this as a food group with medicinal properties, which means that they have to tick a couple more boxes now. So it's no longer considered a supplement. That's how good it is. So in saying that, for the next 60 days, some of the President's packs will have Isodelights instead. So it just depends what you're receiving. So if you have product B in your pack, then you're going to take 2 of those at breakfast and 2 of those at dinner. So you're sort of seeing the pattern with these products, aren't we? 2 at breakfast, 2 at breakfast, 2 at breakfast, 2 at dinner, 2 at dinner, and 2 at dinner. Now, if by chance, in the next 60 days, you do not see product B in your pack, let's just put it behind here. Instead, you will have Isodelights. I will explain in a moment, because those are for cleanse days. So hold off on those. So basically, we have accomplished a typical shake day. So the general schedule is day 1 and day 2 is a shake day, and then we move on day 3 and 4, a typical cleanse day. So here we're discussing a double cleanse day, so 2 cleanse days in a row. So what's needed for a cleanse day? The schedule you've received, we've just worked off an 8 a.m. schedule. Even if you wake up at 5 a.m., this is what you do first. Ionics, 30 ml, which equals 2 tablespoons. So 30 ml of Ionics. Then the next thing you do is around a 9 a.m. So it's a really good schedule. It keeps you really active. So at 9 a.m., Cleanse for Life. This is a powder, 2 scoops to the line. So a scoop is actually to the line, and you'll see the scooper in here. 2 scoops of Ionics with about 250 ml of water. Stir it up, a little bit like a cordial, and then you consume that at 9 a.m. After that, so on the hour, you're going to notice something's happening every hour here. So what do you do at 10 a.m.? Well, you take an Isagenix. The pattern is going to become clear in a moment. So an Isagenix, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Isagenix is really interesting because it's like a pellet. They might not look like much, but they're actually pretty good. So options, you can suck on it or you can chew it. Depends. Preference, I chew it, and they're quite good. They taste like little brownies. So your Isagenix is what you take. You take 1 Isagenix at 10 a.m. and then you take another one at 11 a.m. At 11 a.m. when you're taking your second Isagenix, you take a natural accelerator. Okay, so Isagenix and natural accelerator is what you take at 11 a.m. Now, options are, every time that you take an Isagenix, you have a choice. Isagenix or Isadelight. Black chocolate, so dark chocolate with green tea, or brownie. Both good choices, and I like to do a bit of variety. Because on this day, there is no knife and fork food. So some people find that confronting at first. So use a bit of variety. There's something going on every hour. If you're to look down at your schedule, you'll notice that at noon, another dose of your Cleanse for Life. 2 scoops, 250 ml of water. Then the schedule repeats itself. 1 o'clock, you have an Isagenix. 2 o'clock, an Isagenix. Or again, this is the option. 3 o'clock, we're back. We're back to Cleanse for Life. 2 scoops, 250 ml of water. So you'll notice that we're going to be cleansing at 9, 12, 3, and 6. So here we are, we've made our way till the 3 o'clock spot. And then again, Isagenix, Isagenix. At 5 p.m., you have your, let's just say we had an Isadelight, we went different. So we had an Isadelight and our second natural accelerator. You'll notice that this is right on the cusp of that 5 p.m. that I was talking about before, the maximum time that you want to take that accelerator. So if you've missed it, I wouldn't advise taking it any later. So the last Cleanse for Life is at 6 p.m. So that's your last cleansing option. 2 scoops with 250 ml of water. And then 7 and 8 are optional. So if you are fanging and you are so hungry, take another Isagenix each hour. So you can take another Isagenix at 7 or 8 p.m. It's your decision. Then before bedtime, just like on shake days, 2 Isoflush, and you head straight to bed. Now some people decide, oh, I'm feeling a bit hungry. Why don't I have just a couple of nuts? Why don't I have an apple? Now, it's not the end of the world, but 80% of your daily energy goes to digestion. And so, what you're actually providing on a cleanse day is the opportunity for your body to divert its energy to cellular repair. This is the most amazing contribution that Isagenix has made here in the system. So when you have those nuts, that energy is going back to digestion. So just think a little bit about, you have some good options here. So use those options that are easy, the digestion is minimal, so that the energy is allowed to do what it wants to do. The other important thing is that on cleanse days, no exercise. You can go for a walk, but that's about the level that you want to operate at. Now, I'm pretty strict on this because I was a professional athlete, so I know that some people try to be a bit sneaky. They think, wow, if I just exercise, maybe it'll go even better. Exercise actually detracts from your cleanse day. It actually takes away. It's actually pulling on some of the lean muscle. It is the most averse thing you could do. So for those of you that feel like you might be a bit addictive to exercise, this is a good opportunity to reveal that addiction. and to let it go. Because for these 2 days, do not exercise. Your organs are working overtime. And if you start tapping them out through any kind of strenuous exercise, you're just going in reverse. So what's the point? So yeah, really have a talk to yourself, be serious about this, put your best foot forward, and do your cleanse days as they were designed. Because this is a very unique and complete system that when done well will reap you the benefits that your body, your natural way that your body was meant to operate. So just to recap, a typical shake day is day 1 and 2. Then you move on to a typical cleanse day on day 3 and 4. And then you're back 5 days later for your next 2 cleanse days. Then after that, it's all shake days. So the 30 days is a very complete package, hence why your box was big. And there are little items that you may decide, about week 3, you start to think, wow, how do I maintain this? Or whatever your goals may be, you may be starting to think about what's next for you. And there's products like Want More Energy for those that do exercise a lot, never on cleanse days. So these are some things that you'll be able to look into after the fact. And then there's IsoPro for those a bit less carbs in this for the real athlete in the mix. And then there's even things like natural e-shots. So there's some really interesting products that you can look into for the future. But like I said, no fruit in the shakes for now. Keep it simple. This is complete. You don't need more. You've got your blender, you've got your shakes, you've got your isoline shakes, you've got your cleanse for life. So it's time for you to begin tomorrow with a heart that knows exactly what it's doing tomorrow. And if you need to revisit and look at your schedule and make little notes, feel free to do that. That's a good call because I have forgotten that we are taking our tablets. I did forget that. We are taking our tablets on cleanse days as well, in the same way that we did it on shake days. So we are taking 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening of everything. So that is really important that the tablets are being taken on cleanse days as well. So apologies for forgetting that. Even though I forgot to tell you, please don't forget to take them. Because on cleanse days, you will be taking your tablets in the same way that you were taking them on your shake day. All of this is in writing. All of this is there. So this is the colorful schedule. Depends how you printed it out. So all of this is in the schedule, but some people just like the visual. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to email the person that has ordered the box for you. But for now, go forth and be awesome.